As the Extreme Rules pay-per-view draws closer, the WWE Universe is speculating what will happen in the pay-per-view leading up to SummerSlam. Join us now as Wrestlelamia examines the latest Extreme Rules rumours and predictions. Number 1. No Miz at the pay-per-view? The WWE loves its mainstream exposure, so few fans were surprised to hear that the WWE is more than willing to let The Miz play at this year's Major League Baseball All-Star Game. No, the A-lister won't be competing in the battle between the American League and the National League. Instead, he'll be showcasing his softball skills at the All-Star Legends and Celebrity Softball Game on the 15th July 2018, the same night as Extreme Rules. With the game beginning at 4 PM, this leaves The Miz with little time to get ready for the pay-per-view. Factor in the game taking place in Washington DC and the pay-per-view in Pittsburgh, and you have a very tight schedule for The Miz to make it from the nation's capital city to Steel City. While The Miz could theoretically make both shows, he's more likely to work the celebrity game and return to the ring later in the week. Number 2. Roman Reigns vs Bobby Lashley will main event. The Reigns vs Lashley match offers something different for the WWE Universe, with two babyfaces engaging in a fresh matchup. However, different isn't always better, and Reigns' bad relationship with the fans makes it possible we'll have a repeat of fans walking out in masses during the main event. This may seem like a secondary match to the fans, but not to the WWE. Expect this match to be hyped big, regardless of how the fans feel about it. Number 3. Bobby Lashley will defeat Roman Reigns. Even though Roman is still seen as the guy in Vince McMahon's eyes, the match might have a shocking outcome, with Reigns putting Lashley over. Whilst WWE have pushed Lashley into the main event picture, there is a plan behind Reigns' ongoing losses. According to Ringside News, Bryan Alvarez claims Reigns may lose the bout as part of a plan to get the fans behind him. Listen, I don't think it's out of the question at all that Bob is going to win at the pay-per-view. That's the story they're telling. Roman's a loser. They are never giving him his opportunities. He keeps failing. The idea is you're going to get behind the guy. It sure didn't work last night when he wouldn't tag his partner and he got beat as a result. WWE's continuous mission to get the fans behind Reigns before SummerSlam really isn't working, as he's still getting a heap of boos. Why WWE still thinks this is going to work is anyone's guess. Number 4. Team Hell No to triumph. The WWF is taking advantage of the fans' gushing emotions over Daniel Bryan's return, involving him in high-profile events, but keeping him away from winning a world title. At least for now. But that doesn't exclude a tag team championship reign, and there's talk that Kane and Bryan will defeat the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown tag team titles to give fans a feel-good moment. Most people see this as a short-lived reign, since Kane will be focusing his efforts on winning his mayoral election in Knox County. Number 5. Kane makes history. Whilst this isn't a rumour, it adds to the possibility of the team capturing the belts, as winning them could make history. If they get the titles, Kane will be the first WWE star to have held the World, WCW, WWE Raw and SmackDown tag team titles. Given that this opportunity doesn't come often in wrestling, we can be sure WWE would want to capitalise on it, especially for a wrestling veteran like Kane. Number 6. Dolph Ziggler will retain the IC Championship. Recently, there have been many rumours circulating of Dolph Ziggler's contract coming to an end this year, and no confirmation on whether he's officially re-signed with the company. With the possibility of him leaving and capitalising elsewhere, it's crunch time for WWE, as they'll want to no doubt keep him happy, which could explain his current title reign. In order to persuade him to re-sign, WWE will more than likely invest more time into Ziggler, and thus keep the title on him for a while, or until he enters a rumoured feud with his tag team partner, Drew McIntyre. It's also rumoured that Rollins is moving on from the IC picture, and will enter the Universal title scene in the next coming months, receiving a huge push. Number 7. Ronda Rousey will cost Alexa Bliss her match. Alexa Bliss's Money in the Bank win and successful cash-in saw her defeat Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship, setting the stage for this rematch. The wild card in this match is Ronda Rousey, who's currently serving a 30-day storyline suspension, but nothing's preventing her from appearing at Extreme Rules as a fan. Consequently, don't be surprised to see the UFC Hall of Famer make a run-in during the match, possibly costing Bliss the match via DQ and setting up a triple threat match at SummerSlam for the championship. Number 8. Carmella retains the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. The WWE is said to be behind a long partnership involving Carmella and the recently reacquired James Ellsworth. Thus, it would make little sense for Asuka to win the belt from Carmella. The larger question seems to be what role the WWE envisions for Asuka once she's finished working against Carmella. Number 9. Styles retains the WWE Championship. SummerSlam will take place at the Barclays Center at Brooklyn for the 4th straight year. During an Australian Football League game, an advertisement showed the potential WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. The advertisement showed AJ Styles vs Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship, which could possibly mean that Styles will retain the belt at Extreme Rules. Whilst the card is subject to change disclaimer are always included in future pay-per-views and events, it seems that the WWE just don't have enough faith in Rusev to become champion just yet. And number 10. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Jeff Hardy for the US Championship. Even though Nakamura has had a series of matches with current WWE Champion AJ Styles, he hasn't been successful in capturing the gold, and it has no doubt dented his credibility as a top threat on the blue brand. However, original plans revealed Nakamura was going to win the belt for a brief period, only to lose it back to Styles. In fact, speaking of a quick change of plans, the original opponent for Jeff Hardy was going to be Andrade Cien Almas, but it looks like WWE had a swift change of heart. The reason behind the change is that there's a belief that Nakamura is going to win the US title to compensate him for losing out on the WWE Championship. What do you guys think of these rumours? Let us know of your predictions in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.